Number one wheel throwing tip for beginners. If you're a beginner, here is my number one tip that I always give to my students that I feel like is super underrated, which is the speed of your wheel. This is super important to consider at every stage of your wheel throwing process. So for example, when you're centering your clay and you're bringing it up and you're putting it down, it is super important to keep your speed quite fast. As this is the beginning stage of throwing on the wheel, my students are still getting used to the wheel. And so I find that they get really nervous and they don't want to go faster because they feel like they're going to lose control of the piece. But I often tell them it is so much easier to center the clay when you're actually going faster. But on the other hand, when you're pulling up the walls of the clay, which is one of the most important parts of wheel throwing, at this stage you really need to slow the wheel down. You really need to have way more control of the piece at this point. So you want to take your time and have even pressure the whole way up the piece so that you have even walls.